Okay, stay lagi.
Play around with this trade. A lot of people.
Welcome to XM Pipcast. I'm Zul Razak, and today we got a great episode lined up for you. I'm joined by Hairwan AB. Welcome, Hairwan. A vlogger with big followers on his social media platforms. Hairwan is well known for providing information on current market topics, and his recent posting about the status of MyKASIH and many other government financial aids received a huge engagement. I saw your YouTube channel. You have almost 500,000 followers in Taiwan.
Yes, correct. Now is 407,000.
That's all. I saw it this morning.
My aim is actually towards the 500 by end of this year.
Wow.
Hopefully.
Okay. I got 2,000. Okay. We'll be chatting about the current market themes on US tariff and how global events are shaping traders who are trading the financial market.
Yeah.
Their trading strategies. How is it more volatile? Should you go for the short-term trading or should you go for long-term trading strategies? And that's where I'm looking at your experience and your connection, your networking as a bank customer service manager, also working in a government agency, and looking at your experience, your networking, how the recent market themes move or change the financial market in Hairwan.
Okay, thank you, Zul, for inviting me to this podcast session. Previously I was in the corporate sector, working in the government sector as well, and also private sector. Then after that, I jumped to media social platform, doing more on the, giving awareness, information to public about the financial assistance, and the latest one is on the MyKASIH itself. And the good thing is I receive feedback, positive feedback from the public, whereby they are actually looking for that information, and most of the information that I give to them, they are unable to find it in any of the media. So that's why they are watching the videos to get the information. Okay, when we are talking about the current situation of I think we are talking about the trade wars between US and China.
Actually, not just China, everyone.
Yes,
everybody.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I think the aim is more on the
China.
US and China. And the latest announcement by Trump, I think it was on early April, 2nd of April, about the introduction of the tariff, the reciprocal tariff that is going to be implemented. But then after that, he decided to postpone that for another 90 days, which we believe will be only implemented on July, if, let's say, that is the decision that is going to be made. I think most of the country are in the between of negotiation process with Trump administration to see whether there are any possibilities for the tariff to be lowered. Yeah. But our focus, I think, is more on the US-China trade relationship. I think the trade war is more focused on that two countries, whereby the latest situation, I think Trump imposed 145% tariff towards export from China, and China then after that retaliate with 125% towards all of the export from US.
What I can see is maybe the tactic is escalate to de-escalate. Then after that, trying to isolate China from the global trade market.
Yes.
Trying to move China, trying to make other countries not depending on China for the supply chain. And that's why we are looking at the isolation of China as the main strategy of US. So what do you say about that, Hairwan?
I think the strategy by Trump is more on to make America great again.
Of course.
So that is actually the strategy by Trump. Because if we look at the statistic, at the moment, the trade deficit is very huge if you compare between US and China.
Is it China's fault?
Not China's fault, actually. I think because of the cost and also the price of the product that being sold in US market itself. But we have to understand about the situation or domestically at US and also China, whereby labor costs in China is very low compared to US. So now the strategy by Trump is actually to bring back all of the manufacturer, US manufacturer at overseas to come back to US, meaning that the production is going to be done at US instead of at overseas. So that's why they impose this tariff because, for example, if let's say the manufacturing company or the plant manufacturing itself is at overseas at China, for example, so it will be produced at China, and then the labor is going to be used from China instead of using US labor. So now Trump do not want to see that. So he want the labor is actually from US itself. So that's why the strategy is to bring back all of the manufacturing company stationed at overseas to establish their manufacturing company at the plant
in US.
In US.
But don't you think that with the huge gap between US and also China's labor, it will make things more expensive?
Yes, correct.
iPhone, for example, how much we are paying for one? I don't know, but how much is it?
Yeah.
But let's say it's around 8,000 now for in ringgit, and maybe in US we're talking about 1,600 US dollar. Will we see iPhone at the same price if it is manufactured in US?
America? Okay, that is the thing. That's why he imposed a tariff to make sure that if, let's say, for example, iPhone being produced now in China, so by imposing this tariff, the price is going up. So manufacturer iPhone, now they have to see whether it will be better for them to just just maintain the manufacturing at China instead of bringing back the plant to US. Because for example, iPhone just now, right? So they will see whether what are the difference of the price if, let's say, it is manufactured at China instead of manufactured at US. Like I mentioned just now, there are a lot of other factors actually need to be taken into consideration. Not only tariff. By imposing tariff, yes, the price is going up, meaning that now domestic people at US, they have to make decision whether to buy product produced from overseas with the high price plus the tariff itself, or to buy product produced locally at US.
Who will be the winner? US or China?
I think for this one, we can look back what happened on 2018 when the trade war, the tariff 1.0 so-called, they call it as tariff 1.0, right? It was occurred on 2018. End of the day, actually, it is giving more positive things to other country instead of US.
Vietnam, for example.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, Vietnam, India.
Yes, correct.
Those are the two countries, and Malaysia even.
Yes, correct.
Chips. Okay, looking at all this trade war, US, China, we are seeing volatility in the market, up and down, up and down. Because of all these noises, how traders look for opportunities, and are they supposed to do a short-term approach or a long-term approach for in their trading setup?
Okay.
And what strategy suits this environment?
Okay. I think now we have to look into different things. One is short-term decision that need to be made. Another one is long-term decision, and to be include also medium-term decision. Okay, for short-term, because now we are at
what do you mean by short-term? Is it we're talking about H1? We're talking about lower time frame below H1, or we are talking about intraday trading?
Okay, I think now it's actually at the early stage of the tariff implementation, whereby it is only at this stage the announcement being made, not at the stage where the tariff has been implemented. So the immediate action that we can see right now, or reaction that we can see right now towards the announcement that has been made by Trump, is market share is going down, and also currency, especially US currency, is going down because people now is trying to avoid from spending, so they save more. So when they save more, they spend less, meaning that the purchasing power is going down. So when the purchasing power going down, we can see that the inflation rate is going high, and there may be a high chances of recession as well. So this is making the US dollar performance is going down, the US dollar depreciate. So at the trader side, I think this is actually a good time for them to buy. Even the stock market just now, the stock market is going down and the US dollar depreciate. So this is the time whereby actually it is a good time for traders to buy.
Is it more the depreciation in we are referring to dollar index, of course, US dollar index?
Yes, correct.
We are seeing that actually the structure from October 2008, actually if you look at the weekly structure, is it because of interest rate going down for US, or is it because inflation is going up?
Correct.
Or is it the loss of confidence in US itself?
Okay, because now after the announcement of the tariff, a lot of countries actually their exporters, they hold a lot of project, for example, and they also stop if let's say they are in the process of negotiation for a new project to export product to US, for example. So because of this introduction of the tariff, so they hold all of these things, making that the foreign direct investment to US lesser. So when this thing happen, the US dollar is getting lower or depreciate.
Demand,
correct.
Demand getting lower. Okay, so so should traders go for short term, long term strategy?
This is again depend on their strategy, I think, because some trader they are looking for long term. At the current situation, I think if you are go for short term also okay, long term also okay, depending on your style.
Is it depending on the traders himself or the instrument?
Depending on the instrument. For example, like
for example, there are those who are trading gold, for example. Is it a more suitable short-term play, or is it more good instrument for long-term hold?
If you ask me, I think gold can be short-term and long-term, because now the gold price is getting higher, getting increased. This is actually because a lot of current investor, they change from investing in forex, for example. So they change to gold.
Currency.
Correct, that's right. Because gold is more stable, as we all aware that
safe haven.
Yes, correct, safe haven.
Okay, so both strategy works. It all depends on the traders themselves. Whether they go. To me, if you ask me, should a trader go for long term or short term? It depends on the trader himself. If you have more time, maybe you go for shorter term. If you don't have time, you go for longer term. Am I right?
Correct.
So you yourself, how do you trade? You go for long term holding, or you go for short term gain?
Okay, to be honest, at the current situation right now, I am more towards risk averse instead of risk taker, because the market is not stable. We are not sure on what is going to be happen tomorrow, for example, because every day also there is new
information
news from Trump about the tariff itself, right? So the economy is unstable. So if you ask me, I prefer to go for gold, for example, because more stable, like I mentioned just now, right? So it can protect my investment also for future. So for short term, I maybe try to reduce it a bit, but still go for the short term for certain instrument, correct? But I will look more on the gold side, for example.
Okay. How about other instruments, stock, for example?
Stock.
You're going for stock trading?
Actually, this is the good time for investor to buy stock, because the price is now going down, and we expect it to be going
higher.
up. the coming soon, especially after the introduction or implementation of the tariff itself.
Okay, that's interesting because
Yeah.
normally stocks are those for going for long-term holding, more for portfolio style trading instead of looking at intraday. So volatility not a factor to you?
It is one of the factors.
As trader, we want price to move.
Yes,
Without volatility, we
correct.
can't.
We can't
There's
gain
no
profit.
movement.
Yeah, correct.
There's no losses, no profit there, right?
Correct.
So you prefer volatile market, or you prefer a more steady, moving up, moving down instrument? What do you prefer?
For me, I prefer, yes, to be honest, volatile is actually a good thing because we can see the difference so that we can actually know whether we gain profit or gain loss, right? So without volatility, we are not sure, or we cannot actually get profit. Maybe you will get profit, but it will be lesser compared to if, let's say, there is volatility is very high. But to a certain extent, I think we need to control that volatility, because if, let's say, we are talking about volatility, meaning that it is going up from down to up, then it will be better compared to the other things.
So normally for short-term trader, volatility is good.
Yes, if you ask me, yes.
Yeah, and long-term trader, you don't want price to go pick and throw too much.
Yes.
You want one way traffic.
Yeah.
One way, either going up or going down. Right? So as you mentioned, gold is one of the instrument that you prefer. Recently, we see price of gold has been very, very volatile.
Correct.
Up and down, sharp down, sharp up. An instrument that can make or break your trading portfolio.
Yeah.
So, what do you recommend for only for gold? Is it more short term or is it for long term play?
I think for gold, it will be more on the long term. Especially
But looking at long term, gold already reached the highest price
Yes.
in history, if I'm not mistaken, this year, right?
Yes.
So should we buy high if we're looking at long term?
Yes, because chances for the gold price to be going down is very slim. So meaning that even if, let's say, it is at the peak price, so maybe it will maintain or going up a bit, or if, let's say, going down also, it will be not that much the difference.
So we are talking about gold as a potential instrument in this volatile market, right? There are companies, if you look at charts, for example, Kinross, and these companies are doing gold mining and other gold-related products.
Okay.
And the charts look more or less the same as gold.
Okay.
So instead of just gold, for short-term play and also long-term play, volatile market, you go for short-term, and for but the trend is moving higher. So if you want to hold gold for long-term play, it's good.
Yeah.
But there are stock that move exactly like gold. For example, companies that are related to gold.
Okay.
So would you say those are good trading instrument if you want not just gold, but you want to trade gold but looking at other instrument?
Yes. Like I mentioned to you just now, I think now is the time whereby a lot of traders is in the situation whereby they are more on the risk averse. So I think maybe they can diversify their investment portfolio. Instead of focusing on one instrument only, they can also invest in other instrument to spread the risk. Meaning that if, let's say, at one instrument, the profit is not that much, or maybe loss, the other instrument can cover the loss.
Meaning you hedge.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So I think if you ask anyone also, I think now is the time whereby a lot of people is risk averse. They don't want to take the risk. By looking at the situation of the economy right now, because of the instability.
The current things.
Yes, correct. Because of the tariff, the trade war between US and the rest of the countries. There are 57 countries plus China, right? So I think a lot of traders now is risk averse. So the best thing to do is, I think, to spread the risk by investing in a few portfolio, a few instrument, so that they can spread the risk.
So not putting your egg in one basket.
Yes, correct.
Everything gold. Everything. That's if we look at if I go and sit down with 10 traders, I would say 8 of them will be trading gold.
Yes, correct.
Only gold.
It is good actually, but you cannot maximize your profit. So I think in order for you to maximize your profit, chances is to spread the investment into a few instruments. Yes.
Yeah. So stock market, equity indexes.
Yes, of course. If let's say you can predict that it is going to be, the price is going up, then why not? I think that is also one of the best place to invest.
Okay, AI. Can we touch a bit on AI?
Can.
Okay, we saw that this has been the major, there are capital expenditure going into the market because of chip development and also computing the cloud services, AI, related to AI.
Yeah.
How big is it? How big is the impact on not just the market, but human civilization?
I don't think that it is going to give a big impact in the coming near future, especially if let's say when we are talking about human labor, either AI is going to replace that or not, because we have to remember that in order for us to produce or to come up with that AI itself, we need human labor. AI cannot just work by itself without
human,
correct. So we
the reason I'm touching AI, the topic I ask you about AI is because this is one of the sector that Trump is looking at, and there's a saying, whoever hold AI, that he or she or the country is holding the world.
Yeah.
So how do you see this develop? I think this is bigger than tariff.
Correct.
But in the near future is tariff. But if you look ahead, AI will be, you see when they announce 𝙏𝙃𝙄𝙎, right?
Yeah.
And you see how much Nvidia stock went down, right?
Yeah.
So how big is the play?
I think every country in the world right now, they need to at least invest to a certain amount on the AI itself, because end of the day, I think everywhere also there will be AI is going to be implemented or used. So this is going to be something big. Even now also it has been something big already to everywhere also. Every country in the world, I think maybe they need to look into this. And one of the reason I believe why Trump introduced tariff is actually to protect the technology, especially the AI technology itself.
The chips,
to avoid it from actually going to other country, because
especially China.
Yes, correct. So that is actually one of the reason, the main reason why he announced or introduced the tariff.
Okay, so as traders, AI, does it matter to you? You use AI?
I think daily now a lot of people is using it, like I think a lot of people maybe they don't realize it, but they are using it. So as a trader, I think in the coming coming near future, I think we need to know at least what is AI, on how to use AI, and trading platforms.
Maybe you try to find out more about AI agents. And MCP that can help you a lot. Okay. So AI is huge, and one of the reason we can see this trade war is because of that, right? So another opportunities for traders, another huge opportunities for traders by employing or using AI in your trading.
New things need to be ventured by trading platform. For example, the using of AI to help traders, because sometimes traders, they are using more of their times to monitor the chart,
analyze the market.
And
but
all
why
of
not asking AI?
Correct, that's right.
Is it going up or down?
Correct, that's right. I think this is the correct the right time for trading platform to see on the things to help traders.
We move on to the next segment of SMP Podcast Hairwan, and this is the rapid fire questions.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you 2 questions. Are you ready, Wan?
Can, sure.
Okay, the first question. What was your very first trade and how did it go?
The very first trading that I did was through this one trading platform so-called XM. I fully utilized the $50 the no deposit bonus that has been given to a new registered user. So that is where I try,
What did you enter? Buy, sell?
Buy.
And what instrument?
Forex.
I know. What instrument?
I cannot remember the details already.
The profit? Loss?
Loss. Maybe because of the information.
I share to you my first experience. My first trade. It was 2000 something. I can't remember.
Before or after COVID?
Before. Way before. This was long. 2006, if I'm not mistaken. 2006. $50,000 account. $50,000. I downloaded MT4. MT4 was new at the time. First, because when you downloaded MT4, everything you will go to Euro US dollar. The black chart, right, with every drawing on it. So didn't know how to use it. I just press then until it says so enough money.
You just simply press.
Didn't know how to use it.
All right.
Went away, go back, and it says that 24 cents.
From
50,000
to 24 cents.
Astaghfirullahaladzim.
Okay.
That was my own first trading.
So what was your reaction after that? Meaning that you just
scam.
Oh, okay. All right.
That was my first trade.
Then you still continue using.
You remember Cari Gold?
Yeah.
That was me going around saying don't. Then after a while, somebody educated me about trading. Then to me, that shows how much information and education help us in our.
I think based on my experience, because of the the losses that I experienced, it made me realize that it is very important as a trader. You need to have knowledge. You cannot just simply trade without having knowledge. So that's why you need to learn first, at least to know the basic thing before you go into
the 4 phases. You didn't know that you did. You doesn't know that you don't know that you don't know.
Yeah.
Then the second phase, you know that you don't know. Then you know that you know. Then after that is you know.
Yeah.
That's the 4 phases. Okay. Now the second question, Hairwan. If you could give your beginner self one piece of trading advice.
Okay.
Remember back at your first trading, what would it be?
Okay, like I mentioned to you just now, knowledge is very important. So in order for you to trade, you need to equip yourself with all of the knowledge, at least basic knowledge first. Online platform like XM, they give you the no deposit bonus. It is free of charge, $50. For you to at least to try and error using that $50 bonus, for you to try make use
understand the platform.
Yes, correct. To understand
that you don't just press not enough money.
Yes, correct.
That's what happened to me.
Then once you are familiar with all of the things, then maybe you can start deposit your own money, and then try to go for the.
All right. That was our quick fire segment. Then we recap back what we touched so far. First was the volatility in the market and the tariff, the war tariff between US and everyone actually, especially of course China, and how it impact market volatility, and looking at instrument, should a trader go for long term, shorter term. So looking at all this, back to my original question.
Okay.
Short term or long term?
I think again it is depend on the strategy of the traders itself. You can go for short term, or you can also go for long term, depending on your strategy.
I give you a scenario.
Okay.
We always say, newbie, you go for just scalping.
Okay.
But when we talk about lower time frame, we are talking about noises.
Okay.
why are people telling newbies to trade shorter term?
Okay, one of the reasons I think is to to reduce the risk for you to get lost.
So are you saying if you hold a position longer, you might lose the position?
At least you can control or monitor the performance before you are making the next decision. So I think that is the reason why they always give you advice, like you mentioned just now.
Newbie should go scalping, should go lower time frame and fight the market.
Yes, but again, depend on you yourself. I think if they say you're confident enough to go for long term, then why not? Because everything is like I mentioned just now, is the knowledge itself. If let's say you have the knowledge, then you can go for long term as well.
Actually, you ask me, that will be more whatever suits you. There's no right or wrong.
There is no right or wrong answer.
And that wraps up today's episode with Hairwan AB. Huge thanks to Hairwan for joining XM Pipcast and sharing his insights on how traders can adapt their strategies with current development in global events. If you enjoyed this chat, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and follow us on YouTube at XM Malaysia and on our Spotify, also the same at XM Malaysia. Thanks for listening and catch you next on XM Pipcast.